First of all, starting with this bigger Prybars, especially the big one is 20 centimeters. Then you get a little bit smaller, with this one is like 14. This little guy is even smaller, at like 10 to almost 11, that half at this. And these Prybars, of course, all offer their own functionality. This has a nice paracord wrap, but it's quite a big one, quite hard to take into your pocket all the time, but it's of course the best functional one. Also as a digging tool, very good. But this is an interesting little guy. It has not too far off the room that the bigger one has as a prying surface, also for digging quite able. It's very light because it's a lot lighter and also more contoured. But I did add weight by adding a brass emergency whistle, which can also help if needed. You can use this as a hammer and slam this into something if you have to break it. Also, they are both cord wrapped, as you can see, so that's some similarity. And this little guy is extremely light and perhaps even the best on the pocket. It's also extremely sturdy. I will show you now if you look at them from this view. You just look on them straight on, you see that those bigger two have almost the same thickness. Perhaps this is even the less thick. This has a nice thickness, but not extremely thick. And this little guy is just massive. The benefits of these are that they are contoured at one way, especially on the prying area. This one doesn't have that, it's contoured in both ways. And I always really like the contouring on one way, so you can use this as a prying point. So what you do is you stick it in like this, and then you can make it turn over there. But they're all very, very nice. And this is just a small, very sturdy little guy. Also, these two have the added functionality of a beer opener here and here if you really would like to. But that's something I would not recommend that much. You can always open it also with this very easily. Just pop it under it and just put a little pressure. You have everything that you want. So you could also do it with this prying areas very easily. And in my opinion, you don't need that beer opener. It's too much everywhere now, those beer openers, in my humble opinion. But please feel free to have your own thoughts. So this series pocket friendly Prybars. They also all have a little bit of a ring formation here, and also you can see that they are like miniatures of each other. Especially this one seems to be a combination of these two. Yeah. Only this little guy has the clip, but this has also a clip here to keep it into the pocket. And of course both have this contoured way. This is contoured at one side. This bigger one is contoured on both sides. But quite an acute point, so it's still able to pry on both sides as well. Normally I like the contouring at one side, that these two little guys have a lot more. As you can see, the smallest is extremely sturdy. Almost has the same thickness as the big guy, as you can see here. These two are stainless steel. This one is titanium. Also these three are titanium, but they are from a different series. And also for the tightening and loosening bolts, both have them. If you compare it like this, you see the bolt fitment here quite nicely. And as I mentioned, these have the point for prying out nails. This is more of a blunt point. It rather looks like one of those guys. And this also has added functionality that you have a little bit of cutting surface there in the nail prior. So on one side it's a little bit convex to give it a little bit of edge, so you could cut a rope with it if you want. This has a retainment ring that you can just clip on your pants. Also this keeps this pointy part free of your fabrics of your pants, for example. This one is really nice. It doesn't It's nowhere really sharp. The sharpest point is here for opening beers, that you can also do with this one or here with the clip with the other guy. And this you just put on your pants like this. You just slide it into the adjuster for your belt and you are good to go.